Welcome to What's the Deal with Sam? Starring Sam Lilly. Join Sam as he discusses a wide variety of topics.
Bagman.
Now let's start the show.
Thank you. Hey everybody. It's not usually how we start this bullshit, but I just had a couple of videos I wanted to fire off quick because I have a few final thoughts right now, I guess, about things. I kind of can say, I guess, about stuff like the Switch, and I think we'll do another video about the Zelda game. But I don't like. I want to start off this by saying, like, this is maybe probably the last of the ones that I'm going to be bitching about from the standpoint. I don't know, like, and then maybe there's more stuff they're going to announce for the Switch. I don't know how much I'll know about that or be affected by it, and how much of an opinion I'll have not having a Switch, for now. I guess I want to get one eventually, so they'll still interest me, but this is probably the last, let's take a shit on the Switch before many people even really know much about it kind of thing. So full disclosure, I did not get an advanced copy of this, or, whatever, I didn't get a review Switch console, so I can't talk about that. I also didn't pre-order it, nor did I run out and buy it right away. It just recently came out, like, was it either like midnight or something? From when I'm recording this, the midnight of the day or whatever. So, like, it's pretty new, and this video is not really for people who, pre-ordered it because you made up your mind, or who ran out and bought it right away, because, again, you made up your mind on the console, you have it. It's not really for you. It's more of for people who are thinking, like, well, now everybody has it now. It's a real thing that people actually have that I could go get. Maybe I should, think about getting that. It looks pretty cool. It sounds neat. I just wanted to throw in my 2 cents on the whole thing, from the standpoint of not having one. And I probably will eventually get one. Just probably not soon, because I just got a Wii U. Like, not even, it hasn't even been a year yet since I got my Wii U, so it's too soon for me. But it's not like I'm never going to get this thing unless, head south. Anyways, what I'm saying is that, long story short, if you want to watch the rest of this quick thing, is that the Switch, here's one for you. What's the deal with the Nintendo Switch? It's like the Wii U and the 3DS with the ground. There you go, there's your thing. Not even wearing the right shirt, but you guys don't know that. Donkey Kong is not pleased with me. So, obviously I'm a big Nintendo fan. I'm not like trying to shit on Nintendo with this or anything. I just want to throw in my 2 cents, and the short answer here, so you don't have to watch the rest, is answer to this question: should you get the Switch right now? And the answer is no. And I have some reasons for that. Basically, I guess my main reasons are, like, largely related to the games. Pretty much just in that, where it's like, the launch lineup doesn't sound that strong. There's, the new Zelda game is on that, and that's a big deal, I guess, but it's also on Wii U if you want to wait for the system and don't want to wait for that game. But, like, there's that, and there's a few others. I think there's, like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe might be a launch one, and Skyrim Special Edition. Skyrim's not that really special at this point, unless for some reason you have not been able to play it yet. I mean, I haven't played it yet. I haven't had a method to do it for a while, but, whatever. It's not really super new or anything. Anyways, the point I guess I'm trying to say is that the whole launch library, aside from a lot of third-party stuff I don't know about probably, is that it's not, it's just not very strong. There's not a lot there, and people have also made they've said how, plus there's no pack-in, which I think is a thing I wanted to say right with that too. You can get the game, like the system with a game, but you have to get had to get a bundle, so you had to pay basically for the game also. So if you get the system, it doesn't come with the game. You'll have to actually buy a game on top of the price of the system, which is kind of a kick in the nuts. And the problems with that then is, like, what do you play on it? And I think not having a pack-in at least would have been kind of acceptable if, there was a... That's one thing. I think they should have a stronger launch lineup to go with this. But, like, I guess, okay, so I'm getting all over the fucking place. What I'm saying in the start, what I was saying is that when you look at the launch lineup for something like the Wii U or the 3DS, they don't seem that spectacular. But when you look at the Switch, I mean, like, yeah, you can probably draw some similarities. Thing is that with the Wii U, you could play Wii games, and with the 3DS, you could play DS games. So you had backwards compatibility to have either games you probably already had, or games maybe that, you know, that were older now and cheaper, like the early, especially the earlier releases on those systems before that, were going to be cheaper, so you could buy those and play those in the meantime. And for all those games that you missed, or the games you already have and whatever, you can play those in the meantime, so you're not just, you know, doing nothing or trying to replay this one game that you have one or two games for this new system. And that's going to hurt the Switch because it has no backwards compatibility with either system. I mean, it should probably have it with the Wii U because that's a console, right? And like a lot of people didn't get the Wii U because they were, you know, they heard bad things and they weren't that interested. A lot of people were like, yeah, okay, fuck that then. But the Wii U, like, I mean, that's exactly why the Switch would need it, is because the Wii U, like, didn't do super well, so a lot of those games didn't get noticed, and they could probably have sold more of those games if it was backwards compatible with that. But because it's also, like, a portable thing, you don't want to be hauling around discs and shit. They'll probably might not work too well to read it while you're, you know, moving around and out and about and all that. It was probably a hassle or something. So they went back to using the little game cards, you know, the little cartridge-looking things. And, you know, then you think, well, if they have cartridges like that, the little game cards, well, let's just do, like, 3DS games could be played on there, though, right? You can still do those, and no, you can't, because I don't fucking know why. So you don't have anything for backwards compatibility. The idea for Wii U games, I think they said, was that they're going to start re-releasing them, probably digitally or something, but maybe physically, as, like, the original things just made to run on the Switch with the little, you know, cartridge things. Little game cards, whatever you would like to call them. I keep calling them both so I can cover my ass. And also making the enhanced editions, you know, like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And you're like, okay, whatever, fuck you with that. Fuck you with that. But, you know, that aside, there's not a ton to play on it right now. Those things aren't out yet, and I don't know if there's any really online eShop services being done yet. Maybe that's up. If that's up, at least there'd be something if they have, like, virtual console games in there and other stuff for you to pick through. That could give it some legs, but I don't know about that part. And I guess all I'm saying at this point is that, you know, like, I mean, you have to pay for that service, like, online stuff. I don't know if it counts for the eShop or not, but eventually you have to pay for that as well. So I don't know. Like, the only reasons I could really see of you getting this thing early this soon are, like, I guess if you really want to try out the online for free and that stuff and see if that's worth paying for in the future. You know, or if you were a super fan, but then at that point you already have it. You know, if you're the kind of person who already has the Switch, you're the kind of person who will enjoy the Switch at this point. And if you're on the fence, wait until holiday season, because that's when Super Mario Odyssey is going to be out. That's when that's coming out. That's when you know, Splatoon 2 is going to be out by then, and like there'll probably be some kind of bundle thing going on where you can probably get like a deal where it's like you get the system and it comes packed with a game, like it maybe should have been like at fucking launch. They'll probably do something with that, I would think. Like, I don't know, I feel like, honestly, they should have just waited until the holiday season, or maybe a little later. It's a weird time, because this is after the holiday season, and it's just, like, there's nothing, like, people with March birthdays probably really like this, but I don't know what the real reason of doing it now is. I guess no other systems are coming out, there's no other shopping, you know, big shopping stuff to really, like, get in the way of it, I suppose, I guess? I don't really understand. But if they'd waited until, like, the system, like, whatever, until the holiday season, I mean... if they'd wait until then, and then it'd be like, okay, you could have like a stronger lineup, that'd be enough time to pass where you could actually have another Pokemon game. Maybe a new one, maybe, you know, just an enhanced version. Maybe put out like Pokemon Planet or Earth or whatever. Be like a third thing for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Or put out like like an enhanced version of an older one or something, like of X or Y on there or something, to show off that you can have handheld games on here as well as system games. Though I don't know how well that would work if you only have one screen on the... you know, the portable part. So maybe that's an issue too of doing Wii U or 3DS stuff. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to be worked out. And then, like, you know, maybe do, I guess if they made a different version of it, they could fix it for that. But like, yeah, like, why not just do something like that, and you could have Zelda, Mario, Pokemon, and there's like 1-2 switch or whatever is there, and arms. I think that might be. I don't know if that's out yet or not. I don't know. You could have a strong lineup, maybe throw in a Kirby or a Donkey Kong or whatever, because that's really the strength of the system. I think is you're gonna get twice as many games because all the handheld and all of the console games are in one place. So you should be getting twice as many games because they're not splitting them between two systems, and that shouldn't be an excuse to put out less games because it's only one system. And I feel like because of that also, and preparing this, they should have had this really strong lineup of launch title stuff to show off what the system can do, show off that it is both a handheld as well as a console, and show off like all these games you're going to be able to get with it. And I think that showing it such a scant library and a dribbled releases throughout the year shows that they're not really looking to wow you with this and blow you away and put everything into it. They're looking to make money on it, and that's kind of that obviously their business. It makes sense, but they would still do that even if they wowed us at the same time. So why fucking not? I don't fucking know. I think it's just terrible, and they could have taken this time to maybe in this void, if they wanted to sell something right now in this window, just be like, hey guys, big announcement, we just produced a bunch more of the Nintendo Classic Editions, NES Classic Editions, so you can get those, so that scalpers aren't the only people who can buy those. That would have been cool. It would have been a good idea. What the fuck? So those are, I think, my last rants on the Switch until I hear more bullshit about it. I mean, if you want to pay, $300 plus another $60 to get a game plus $80 or whatever the fuck it is to get an extra controller. If you want to dump all this fucking money into it right now, when there's not that much to even really get with it, and there's a lot still to be, a lot of questions to be answered, go ahead. But honestly, I would say wait until it becomes, at least the holiday season, or wait until it has something on it that's really worth getting. Wait until it's got enough games where it's like, alright, this system is going to be like, I'm not going to waste my money if they, give up on it or do something weird with it or whatever. And just be patient, because I don't think the Switch is going anywhere. So if you're patient, it will become the product you want to buy. Give it time. And that's basically all I had to say about it. I don't know. Fucking Jesus. I feel like I've ranted enough on this, and I mean, meaning this is just so I can get a couple extra views, maybe, right? No one actually cares about my opinions. And because I don't have the Switch, my opinions are going to be less and less relevant on what they're actually doing with it. So if I do bitch about it more, it just was something that upset me that it probably shouldn't have. But I'm a prospective buyer. I want to get it eventually. So, by the time I get it, the games will be a little bit cheaper. And, maybe the system will be cheaper too. I don't know. I mean, hell, it's gotta be better than the Virtual Boy. It's gotta, that thing, ooh. They sure let that one go fast, didn't they? With the ground! What's the deal with